Ta-da! Hello everyone. Welcome to my next video. And as you know, this is a recap, a splendid and a nice recap of the last video. So if anyone doesn't understand that, please kindly see the previous video or go into my playlist. And as you already know, there's networking fundamentals, yes, playlist. So let's move forward into our IPv4 addressing. Ta-da! Right, in the previous video, I said we'll be working on, yes. Stop biting words, brother. Okay, right. Hold on. So in the next video, that's our IPv4 class A address, as you know. And if you don't, please carry on watching my videos. Right, let's move on to the next one. So this 10.50. What was the next one? Yeah, 168.0. That's, as all of us know, till now. If this is your first time, please like, subscribe, or dislike, or whatever you want. You're free to do that on my channel, Faraz.Mansour, and that's a Class A IP address, and that's a blank page. Oh, obviously, we all know that. So what we want to do now is we have to find the first valid host. Sorry, I'm improving my writing as well. Joking. Right, yeah, it gets. I think this is my style of learning, and the more you practice, the better it is. And so, first valid host on the network, 10.50.168.0. So this is an IP address as well, and it's a subnet as well. And just to let you know, so in itself, it's an IP address as well, and it's a subnet as well. And what else it is? And it's called the network as well. So remember this whenever you're doing your exams or you're getting questions, and you start thinking, okay, so IP address can be IP address, obviously, and then it can be a subnet because it states .0. So usually, not in all the cases, .0 is going to be subnet, but yes, and it is a network as well. So the question here is, we have to find out the first valid host in this network, and luckily, and very luckily, we don't have to find it. That's our subnet mask, which has been given, 255.255.240.0. So now, as we know, sorry I say that again and again, we are practicing, so we do know a little bit, yes. So, anyone has an idea where shall we start with? Because we know the subnet mask, yes. Yes, thank you. Right, what we'll do is we will apply our lovely and amazing 256 rule. So if anyone doesn't know what's 256 rule, that's the rule we apply in a lot of our videos, and it's a rule in all these years I've tried to develop that rule, and I think I'm getting closer to 0.0%, maybe to 1, in grabbing the logic of this. So let's carry on. So we'll apply the 256 rule. So where I'm going to apply it, I'm going to apply it here, because obviously this is a 0. We don't want to go on that side. And so what I'll do is I'll apply it here in the third octet. So that's first octet, second, third, fourth. As we all know, in my previous videos, I say so an octet is 1 byte with 8 bits. So yeah, to be more precise and stick to what I'm saying and not detailing it because I have done it before. Hello, you there. Hello. Hello, you there. Please concentrate only for 5 minutes. Right. Actually, not 5 minutes, about 9 minutes. Yeah. So 256 minus 240, or subtract. So the answer is going to be 16. So now we have found out that this is 16. We will go on to the lovely next step. So which means that we have found out the range. We have found out range. So when I say range, a range is a concept which is very important, especially in IPv4 videos. You need to understand the ranges even to move forward into VLSM, or into a lot of concepts. So I'll just stick to VLSM at the moment and IP addressing. I am not going to mention IPv6 addressing at the moment. I made a video on it previously, but we got to master the skill of IPv4 addressing before we move on to the next one. The whole purpose of this skill is not to pass your certification. It's to make you a better network engineer. It's to make you a better network expert. Or if you are a network analyst, or you are a network designer, or it doesn't matter, you're from any field and you like to do home networking and like to do experiments related to networking, or you are into IT security, you will really be looking at this range. So the range, because we know it's 16 here, so what possible ranges we will get? There we go. So 10.50, as we call there, 10.50 is same. So as we incremented, or we subtract from the third octet of subnet mask, we'll just carry on the same thing on here in the third octet of our IP address. Thank you. Right. So these are the possible ranges. So obviously 16 came here, but we always start with 0. Remember this. That's our first range, and that's the subnet as well. In some cases it might not be, but then that's subnet as well. So similarly 10.50. We found out 16, so that's the third octet, 16.0. So if you understand it, this is a sequence we are carrying on. So we carry on with the sequence. So 0.0, 16.0. So first two octets remain exactly the same. But where we have done the increment, or we have subtracted in the third octet, we will carry on changing the ranges. So 16.32. Thank you. Next. Yes, we'll carry on. So you get the basic idea behind this. So now what we need to find out is, what is the first valid host in this network? So as we carry on, we reach to a point where we reach 10.50.168.0. So we carry on. I missed quite a lot of ranges so that we don't run out of space, and it saves us a lot of time. But if you want to practice them, you are more than welcome to. It will be fabulous and fantastic if you can practice a bit more, give some more time, and yes, that is how you learn, right? So with me, because I'm in my 30s, so I haven't got enough time, late 30s if I might say. So yeah, so if you're in your 20s, 19, even better in your 20s, whatever age you are in, if you have more time, why not? Because I got more things to practice as well. So right, let's move on forward. So can you see where we stand? So if we see, first valid host is going to be this. Yeah. Are you sure? No. That's the subnet. So what will be the first valid host then? Do you know? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just found out the first valid host. So when I say we have found out the first valid host, what do I mean? I mean that it's going to be 10 dot easy peasy 50 dot 168.1. Now we could have done it ages back. You can do fast subnetting the final way, the fastest way, but you really need to go through this to reach here and then understand what you're doing. So similarly, it's if you see the multiples, or I would say the additions of 16 carry on. So we carry on multiplying 16 plus 16 and adding multiplied by 2, 16 multiplied by 3, 48.0. And similarly, we carry on to a point where we reach 168.0. So our first host for this particular network is going to be 168.1. Now, if you don't understand the logic, it's completely fine. It takes a bit of time. But whatever you give, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, focus a lot. Keep on watching the video again and again, and you will understand the sequence it's happening in. I usually try to keep it very simple. I do the logical side of it, but numerically, if you want to get more stronger, you need to know more about binary maths, and a little kick of numerical and mathematical ideas will make it more simpler for you. And I'll see you in my next video. So please like, dislike, subscribe is always better. But keep on watching my videos. I don't force anyone to subscribe me, but yeah, please do keep on watching my videos. They will help you a lot in understanding the logic behind IPv4 addressing, and maybe when you see network diagrams you would know what is happening down there, because you'll see these ranges down there. Obviously we are not keeping these ranges only for the video. Now just a quick one. Supposedly if we have 4 PCs, look at my drawing and supposedly we have 2 laptops, yeah, and fine, and we have 1 iPad. So now we will be allocating these ranges. So between 0, there'll be a lot of IP addresses coming in. So supposedly how many? So I would say if you see between 0 and 16, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in between that 1.0 is going to be 1.1, 1.2. So these are different areas or different IP addresses that might be coming. Sometimes it might come in as 1.0, sometimes it might come in as 1.1. It depends on the variation of the networks. So you'll be able to give different IP addresses to different products or different things that you have inside your house. So that's a range which has been allocated to you here to understand it more easily. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.